Okay, so as our hastily thrown together adventure starts, the
Woohoo!
three of you were on a ship bound for the New World. It got caught in the storm. It sprung a slow leak. It's just been a bad time for everybody. The ship needs to make landfall, and land is in sight, but the weather is still poor. The visibility is bad. They decide to send a bunch of skiffs out to search for, because this is just a big caravel full of intrepid frontiersmen and settlers, women, children, civilians, plus cargo, plus all kinds of stuff. They send out their most able-bodied volunteers in skiffs to try to find the safest place to land, to make landfall, to make an emergency landing. And the three of you, unfortunately, your skiff has also gotten caught in the storm, dashed against some rocks. You wash up on the beach. It's first light out, and you can see that there's a lighthouse in the distance to the north.
Okay.
About how far north? Like, just a quick guesstimate.
Give me a nature or a survival check.
16?
Okay, you're looking at so it's sort of on a, the lighthouse itself is visible, but it's pretty well off in the distance. You can tell that it's at a higher elevation than you are, so you're going to be going up at least part of the way. You're looking at probably at least one hard day's travel, maybe more, depending on how rough the terrain is.
I'll nudge our friends and say, "Oh, it's quite far, don't you think? Perhaps we should go there and see if the lighthouse has any supplies for us."
Yeah, that sounds like a solid plan.
I can't think of anything else we could be doing.
I love that voice. I almost imitated it. Fantastic. Fantastic. We'll go ahead and start trekking north, I suppose.
Okay, before you get too far, you come across a road. It's just a dirt cart path, and you see a small figure off in the distance.
Oh.
Like a small beast figure, a small person figure, a small building figure.
Looks like a person figure. It looks like actually a riding person figure. Person on horseback. Or it could be a centaur, but you're pretty sure it's a person on horseback.
Hmm.
Well, maybe we don't have to go all the way to the lighthouse. Maybe that person knows the area fairly well.
He seems a wee bit ahead, but let's go ahead and check him out. Oot.
Okay, as you draw closer, it is in fact a dwarf on muleback. He's dressed all in black, in like a black three-piece suit with a top hat, a bushy beard, and dark glasses, and he's got a raven perched on his shoulder. The raven alights from his shoulder, flies towards you, circles once, and flies back and perches on the dwarf's shoulder again, and he calls, Over here! Hello, yes, are you all right?
Yeah, he's in shouting distance, or can we like talk normal?
He shouts and he's moving towards you. In just a second, he'll be right where you are.
Go ahead, Zell.
Hello,
Sorry.
yes, hello, yes, our boat has run into some trouble, and we're part of a larger group, and we're trying to find a place to dock. Do you know where we should send our ship to?
Oh, were you headed towards the lighthouse? Oh my, I am so sorry. I am so sorry, boys and girls. My name's Gerald. I'm the lighthouse keeper. I'm so sorry. Did you please tell me that your ship didn't run up against the rocks?
Well, we could be in a better position. The boat is slowly, it's not, as long as we get somewhere fairly quickly, I think we'll be okay.
Hello, Gerald. Does your ass there have a name too?
Yes, this is Francis. Francis the ass. He's just a normal ass. He doesn't talk. But you But I'm sorry, you said you were with a larger a ship or a convoy?
Yes, and we hit some rocks, and they're bailing out as...
Oh no. Oh, this is bad. This is very bad.
Fairly quick, like.
This is very bad. You see, I'm so sorry. It's my job to keep the lighthouse going, to warn people away, to warn the ships away from the jagged rocks. And now I've lost the lighthouse right when a ship is coming by, is what you're telling me. Are they headed in this direction? They are very much headed in this direction.
Yes.
Oh, this is bad.
Yes.
As he gets up closer to you, you can see he has a splint on his leg.
Now, you say you lost the lighthouse. I trust not geographically because it's right there. So, could you explain a little more what you mean by that?
Yes, okay. I'm a necromancer. I mean, I dabble. I'm a necromancer, and I'm the lighthouse keeper, and it's my job to keep the lighthouse. I mean, really, the skeletons do most of the work, right? They just, they do the upkeep, and they keep the fire going, and I'm semi-retired, and I work on my memoirs, and it's good. Except today it's bad, because, this is so embarrassing. I fell off the roof while I was doing some tile work up there, and I broke my leg, as you can see, and I lost my concentration, and the skeletons went feral.
Oh.
Hey, so you have some rogue skeletons in your crew. I suggest we go in there and re-educate them.
Oh my god, if you would be willing to do that for me. I mean, I was just gonna ride. There's a little fishing village, just a couple 3 days ride, probably more like 4 or 5 with the bum leg. I was gonna go round up a posse, smash the skeletons, get the lighthouse back, no problem. But if you're telling me that we got a ship on its way right now, there's no time to lose. We've got to get the lighthouse up and running again to keep them away from the jagged rocks.
Aye, not too far. If we run in a hurry, we should be able to get there in no time. I'm slipping into other things. We're gonna keep going.
If you would, that would be such a godsend if you could do that for me.
Yeah, absolutely.
How much time do you think we have?
Well, I mean, if you can maybe get kind of close to the shore, do you know like semaphore with the flags, and you can kind of communicate with our ship and kind of ward them off a little bit?
That is a wonderful idea. I will stay here. I will try to motion to them, but here's the thing. By the time they get in, I'm looking at the weather out there, and you can see out in the distance the storm is still, it's subsided for the moment, but you can still see rain and lightning off in the distance. If that gets worse, there may be only so much I can do.
Checking to see. I'm nature check to kind of suss out how much time we got?
Go for it.
Oof.
You can definitely see storm clouds off in the distance, but which way they're going, how much, if they're getting worse or better, no clue.
May I also make an attempt?
Go for it.
Oh boy, here I go stealing Zito's bit again. 13.
With a 13, you can definitely tell that the storm will almost certainly be recurring, but it's hard for you to tell whether you have hours, a day. No clue.
Cool.
I will also check to make sure that I remember how to roll in this system.
So, yep,
Hey,
you got
there
it.
we go.
Yeah,
Cool.
You're getting about the same as is it Kurote?
Yes. That's
Yeah.
actually, yes, accurate.
Haha.
Cool.
I can just switch over to this. So it rolls as that instead of me.
Oh yeah.
I'll ask the necromancer. Oi, do you have any materials that the skeletons could respond to? Any equipment that might make the job a little bit easier?
Oh, I would love to help you, and let me tell you, if you do this for me, I am not a wealthy man, but I will do whatever I can to repay you. But I barely got out of there with my life, boys and girls. I barely got out of there with my ass. He pats the donkey on the head, not to put too fine a point on it.
All right. Well, we will head out and we will do what we can. How many individuals did you say you had working for you?
There are 6 of them total on the island. Hopefully you can get past at least some of them to get to the lighthouse. These are newly feral skeletons. They're not like, I mean, to be honest, sir, he points to Tree, I have not seen a skeleton like you with the walking and talking. That's not a thing that usually happens. Lady and gentle person, which of you are the necromancer, this is some advanced necromancy.
Well, thank you. But I am my master's on the ship.
Oh, well then we've definitely got to get this taken care of, because if that ship goes down, I mean, the women and children will die, and that's horrible, and then this thing will turn feral, and then you'll have another, God only knows what kind of feral skeleton on your hands. We have got to take care of this. All right.
Tree gasps.
If his master dies while he's out here with you, oh, this'll be such a bad scene. I'm gonna lose my necromancy license for sure. All right, listen carefully. If you just follow this road to the north, it's about a day's ride to the ferry landing. Then you're gonna need to... I left the ferry just tied up to the docks. You're gonna need to take it to the island where the lighthouse is. Now, like I say, that's about a day's ride. You could make it faster, maybe, if you cut cross-country through the forest. But I gotta tell you, that forest is lousy with goblins. So, I mean, that's up to you. When you get to the ferry, though, whichever route you take, you're gonna take the ferry. You'll see the island from the ferry landing. You can't miss it. You can go straight across, and then it's just an easy walk up the hill to the... It's an easy walk up the hill to the lighthouse. But I gotta tell you, that's where the skeletons are gonna be. You could also try to roll around to the backside of the island, go up the cliffs, try to get to the lighthouse stealthy-like, but that just depends on what the weather's like. If it's raining already by the time you do that, I mean, you know your business. I wouldn't want to try to scale those cliffs in the rain.
I wouldn't
seems
mind
like
trying to go to the forest if it saves time.
Yep. I would go for trying to get through the forest too. I have one more question for you, Mr. Dwarf. Mr. Dwarf.
Yes, Gerald. And I'm sorry, I never did get
Gerald,
your name.
yes. Oh, my name is Glenwyn. Glenwyn Star Charter.
Pleased to meet you, Glenwyn. And your name, sir? Are you is Karote in fox form or human form?
I'd say human form right now.
And your name, sir?
Pleasure to be meeting you. My name is Trey.
No, your name, sir. He's not even looking at you.
Yeah.
Tree.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, yes, you may be calling me Kirote. I know it's slightly unusual name, but it's my name.
I understand. I've never met another Gerald either. But I'm sorry, madam. You had a question.
Yes. Do you have the supplies for relighting the lighthouse over there? Is it a complicated process? Does it involve magic too, or just a plain tinder and
It's
like lighting the torch?
just climb up to the top of the lighthouse. Can't miss it. Big pile of wood. You light it on fire. Now there is
All right.
There is a large apparatus. You, again, can't miss it. Big mechanical lenses and mirrors and such. Just don't touch it, you'll be fine. All that does is when it rotates, it causes the light of the lighthouse to alternate between red and white. And that's it's safe, get over here, this is a safe harbor signal. You don't want that one. You want the straight ahead, bright white light that says, stay away, dangerous rocks. To be honest, I'm not sure why we have the safe harbor one.
Good.
It's not like it's gonna turn into a safe harbor tomorrow. I don't know. I inherited the job. I didn't build the place.
All right. Well, I think then we will go ahead and head out. We're going to cut across the forest, and if you can try and flag down our ship, it is also very large. You probably can't miss it. That would be a wonderful, wonderful thing, and we will try and take care of these skeletons for you.
Thank you so much. I'll stay here for a day. If I don't hear from you, I will take the long way and try and come. Actually, you know what? No. If something happens to you, what am I gonna do with my bum leg? If I don't hear from you in a couple of days, I'll go to the fishing village. I'll round up a posse. I mean, we'll take care of these skeletons one way or the other, but if they're not taken care of by the time your ship gets here, that's gonna be bad.
And I will be doing my best to make sure to minimize scorch marks on the lighthouse.
I mean, the lighthouse is stone. It's not flammable. Go nuts. Just, if you could do me one more favor, just any skeletons that you happen to smash apart while you're there, just make a mental note of where you leave them so I can re-raise them back up later. Also, I know this is a big ask, but if you could just not mention this to anyone, If the Necromancers Guild realizes this happens, I'm gonna lose my license for sure.
My lips are sealed if I had any.
So, we will do our best to help you out and keep it on the down low.
All right.
Easier for me, of course.
So you guys you've decided you're gonna head through the forest?
I believe that
Yeah, I
was
think
the consensus.
Okay, so any long distance traveling is you get to choose your pace: fast, standard, or slow. If you go fast, then you're gonna have disadvantage on any stealth rolls with any encounters you should happen to find. If you don't need to forage for food for the purposes of this adventure. It's just a day's ride or day's travel. So you can hurry, you can travel at a medium pace, or you can travel at a slow, careful pace and try to be stealthy.
How long is the travel before we reach the goblins if we go at a quick pace, or should we suss that out? Because we're skirting through the forest or around it.
Yeah. So the
I think it's
so the paved road. That's not paved, but the clearly marked trail skirts around the forest. So you'd be going like as a crow flies through the forest to take a more direct path to where you're going.
The only thing we have to worry about are the goblins. So
Yeah. You could also try to split the difference and like cut through a ways and then try to veer back to the road. It's up to you.
I know, but I'm rather comfortable in the forest.
oh, no one's denying that. We're just deciding if we should go quick or take our time.
We can't be taking too much time because we're going through the forest to save time. After all, we don't want the ship to hit the rocks.
Yeah, I think if we go fast on the road or kind of slow through the forest, it's pretty much going to be the same. But if we get bogged down fighting the goblins, then maybe we should go fast through the road.
We agree. Let's go along the road then.
Whatever you guys decide, I'll be going along with it.
The road it is. Go ahead and so how do we traverse with various checks or whatever, or is that all on your end?
Yeah, that's on my end.
Yeah, running through a forest during a storm, not a great plan.
Yeah. So you've been traveling for barely an hour when
oh, and the terrain suddenly changes.
when the terrain suddenly changes. As you are traveling along the path by the side of this forest, you come across just walking openly, as brazen as you could want, a couple goblins. Looks like they've been out hunting. They've got game slung, like a couple of rabbits slung across their shoulders, and crossbows in their hands. There's there's no they see you, you see them, nobody snuck up on anybody. And you hear the one in front call out, "Hey, who goes there?"
Just some travelers. We're trying to get to the lighthouse.
"You're trying to get to the lighthouse? Oh no, I don't think so." Roll initiative. That was not what they wanted to hear. Okay, well, you guys are quicker on the draw than they are, so Tree, it's your go.
Alright. Run. 3, 4. Do I need to make a dexterity check to jump on this log? Or an athletics?
It'll take 5 feet of your movement to clamber up it, but other than that, you don't
So
need to do anything
difficult terrain.
special. Yeah, just difficult
Double
terrain.
Alright. So I'll run up onto that and just take one of my hand axes and then whip it at this dude's face.
All right, roll to hit.
17.
Oh, that'll hit. All right, and which one were you going after?
Let's whip it at that far one over here.
It is currently sticking out of his head. He is not looking good, but he's still staggering forward.
Alright. Is that all my actions? I do not know all the actions I can take, because I was going to draw my my rake.
Yeah, so you won't be able to do that'll be your turn. You get your unless you have more movement and want to move more.
I think that's my maximum movement, just to cause a big old ruckus, and I think I successfully did that.
I think you did. All right, Kirote, you're up.
Alrighty, here I go doing things. 1, 2, 3, 4. Up on the log. And I'm going to do stuff to the same guy. I'm going to throw fire at his face. And does a 14 hit?
It singes his leather armor as it whizzes past him, but it is a miss.
And that crit on the other side.
Unfortunate. Yeah, if you had advantage, that would have been a crit.
Okay, well, that is my turn.
All right, Glyn, your go.
Okay. So I am also going to come over to the log, and I'm going to shoot my longbow. Hit.
It whizzes right past his ear.
All right.
All right, so the goblin with the with the hand axe sticking out of his head staggers back behind this boulder, and you hear him call out to the other one, "Cover me, friend! I gotta bury up!" And you can just actually roll a perception, everybody.
Oh, perception, okay.
Oof.
Kurote.
Hey, I got the 6.
Kurote, you see him pull something glowing out of his satchel just as he's ducking behind the boulder. The other so that's his turn. The other one, he is really not liking what just happened with the hand axe and his friend's head. He's gonna take aim with his short bow here and try and take a shot at Tree.
Absolutely. All according to Kakai Cuckoo.
But he's panicking. The shot goes wild. And he's going to... Let's see, he's got... Yeah, he's also gonna back the fuck up behind this boulder. He is... This is more than he bargained for. He flees behind the boulder. So you can... they're both now under... They're behind 3/4 cover. You can just see their heads poking out as they take cover behind the boulder. And we're back to the top of the turn order.
Question, is charging a thing in this game?
No, you can take a dash action, which gives you double your move speed, but that's your action. You wouldn't be able to do that and attack.
Gotcha. Alright. He will... Oh god, how far is a hand axe throw? I think it's like... Alright.
Get your sheet here.
He'll hop down and then hop off these rocks and draw his rake charging forward in order to like cause as much ruckus and attention as possible off of the squishier targets.
Alright, roll. Give me an intimidation check.
Not too good at that. But let's see.
Hand axe is 2060.
2060.
Nope, shit.
Okay, so yeah, you...
I did not mean to do that. My bad.
No, that's okay. Okay, so yeah, you are actually just within range if you want to try to chuck another hand axe at him.
All right. I'll whip another one. Aw.
Yeah, but it clinks off the boulder and clatters to the ground.
Yeet. Alright.
Alright. That's Tree's turn. Kirote, you're up.
That was kind of the same feeling of trying to get the knife out of your leg by using another knife. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 under the tree. That is a tree, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I go under a tree and I want to throw fire at this boy.
Go for it.
Yeah, let's see. And Habuski. Ah, no. 13.
13. Yep, that's not gonna do it. It just negative just impacted on the surface.
Yeah, that is my turn.
All right, Glenn, you're up.
Well, I have sharpshooter, which means I can ignore 3/4 cover.
That.
So I'm going to shoot with my longbow again.
Go for it.
Pow.
Oh, which one are you aiming at?
The one that is further south. If I
Would you care to describe exactly how your arrow murders this goblin?
I am going to shoot him in one of his eyes, into his right eye, because that is probably what is peeking out at me.
He keels over.
I'm going to shout to the other one, "We have no quarrel with you, just let us go."
You hear him, he cries back, "Oh, you're not going anywhere! Not when the big boss hears about this! I'm out!" And he books, just straight books into the trees. Combat has ended.
Storing away his rake, he goes over. Let's see what all the fuss is about. We'll go ahead and loot his pack, maybe trying to look for who this boss is, or if there is some kind of supplies that could be useful to the group.
You find some seriously nasty-looking rations. He's got a scimitar and a short bow. He's dressed in leather armor. He's still got a rabbit slung over his shoulder. But you do also find, let's see how many. You find one glowing berry. Just like faintly glowing.
Now, do we know what this is? Because you said magic is common enough that even everyday people kind of know, or do we need to do a?
You need to do either a nature or a survival check to see if you can identify it.
Darn, I was hoping you would say Arcana.
Yeah, I would allow Arcana. But regardless, Brandy got it in one. So Glenn, with your knowledge of wildlife, you know that this berry, when eaten, will will give you a healthful effect. In game terms, this will give you advantage on Constitution saving throws for the rest of the day when eaten.
Ooh.
Oh, neat. Do I know what it's called? Is this just like a good berry, or does it have a name?
It has a name.
It's the McGuffin berry.
It's the it's called a muffin berry because it tastes like fresh blueberry
muffin
muffins.
Is anyone else going to eat that rabbit?
A muffin berry.
I'll pass the.
We can definitely take it with us.
I'll pass the berry to. I'm sorry, Brandy. What is your character's name?
Glenwyn.
Yeah, I'll pass the berry to Gwen, and I'll pass the rabbit to our Kitsune friend. Can we put names under them? Because I am super bad at names. I'm sorry.
Oh yeah, let me.
And then I will give the arrows to Glenn as well.
Okay. Now that's
there
the
anything-
point. Do I need to be keeping track of how many arrows I have?
At least for today, I'll say no.
Okay.
We might alter that in the future, but that's more inventory management than I care about today.
Okay. Fair enough.
Okay.
Hey, I guess you can say we have lucky rabbit's foot.
All right.
Wasn't very lucky for the rabbit, though, was it?
Nor for him.
It is.
Nor was it too lucky for him.
If that
is-
short bow is in good condition, I'll go ahead and take it.
Okay. Yeah, it's just a standard short bow. Nothing special about it that you can see, but yeah, you can definitely take it.
It's
And
an
the
extra string,
scimitar-
if nothing else.
The scimitar, is it of good make, or is it kind of like pig iron, or like wood?
Yeah, it's I mean it is metal. It's a little rusty. It's certainly not the best you've ever seen, but I mean you wouldn't. Well, I was about to say you wouldn't want it inside you. You might not care if it went between your ribs.
True. All right, well, we'll bag it. Gift to the master. Shall we carry on?
Yeah. Are there like leaves or other rocks around?
Yeah, I mean it's
Like build a little like build a little cairn for the goblin. Just cover him up with leaves and rocks and stuff.
Okay, yeah, you can do that if you're just trying to cover him over, then yeah, you can do that without too much trouble. It'll take you a little bit of time though.
Are you?
Yeah, I want to do that.
Yeah. Are you trying to properly send him off and?
At least just be respectful, not leave him there to the elements.
Okay. Something quick and respectful. Religion check. Okay. We'll cover him up. Tree will say a quick prayer, and just to kind of satisfy Glenn's needs and give a proper bow, and suggest we should proceed.
Oh, I just had an idea. I doubt mine would have been any better. There's a bit of a lag. Oh no! He came from the earth, and to the earth he shall return.
I suggest we leave before we find out who
Yes,
this
that
big
doesn't
boss
All
was.
right, let's go.
The boss. I don't want to see who this big boss is. Seems like a bad idea.
Yeah, I don't think I'm ready for a nemesis yet.
All right. Have you Are you continuing the same way you were, following the road at a fast pace?
Yes.
DM asks that really specific question. God.
Are we keeping same fast pace down the road? Or what do we do?
That's a good question.
I would say just keep going.
If they're going to set up a trap, the lighthouse is more important. Let's go.
Best thing to do, they set a spring trap.
Yep. Making much more active perception checks now.
You emerge from the forest. You are able to cut through, and you are able to make it with little problem. The forest is your home. You know from forests, it's no problem for you. You emerge at the ferry, for which I have not made a map because no encounters will happen here. Spoilers. But it's just a.
No krakens waiting to eat the ferry.
No krakens, in fact. So you go ahead. So you arrive at just a simple dock with a largish rowboat there waiting for you. You can see across a narrow channel. There's an island that slopes gently upward from the near side up to where you can see the lighthouse quite clearly. The storm is brewing, and it's now mid-afternoon. So you can take the ferry straight across, or Gerald told you that circling around to try to scale the cliffs on the backside and approaching it stealth-like is also an option.
I look at my party members. How are they holding up? Because they do require rest sometimes.
Yeah. So far, you guys you've been traveling at a fast pace, but not like a murderous pace. You made good time getting here. You've still got a good few hours of daylight and no problems with exhaustion.
How many skeletons did they say he had?
I think he said 6.
Yes, I believe 6 was the number.
Knowing fellow skeletons, they aren't quite smart. Let's approach from the front. If they come out to greet us, we have ranged weapons. We can snipe them from the waters.
Yeah, works for me. And I don't relish the idea of trying to climb those rocks in the rain.
After all, who ever heard of skeletons using ranged weapons?
Utter nonsense, I assure you. Alright, I can row the boat, no problem. My character is an indentured servant. He's happy to do it, and he's got 4 in athletics.
Okay. So yeah, this is a pretty... This channel is sheltered from the wind by the mainland on one side and the island on the other, so you have no problems getting across. Whoop.
Stay rock. Stay rock. Stay rock.
It would help if you had tokens, though. Boop, there you go. All right, and how are you... So there's just a clear path, just easy terrain leading up to the lighthouse, and you can see a couple of guard towers with skeletons manning them up ahead. How do you approach?
Are they manning with bows?
Those do appear to be bows.
Oh, I have egg on my face. Let's see.
Alright, I think... Let's see.
Actually, knowledge religion, because that story does not add up what he told me. If they went feral, then would I know that like archery is a complicated thing for a skeleton to do without like instruction or training?
I thought about that, but if this is an area that has a lot of goblins, presumably the lighthouse would need protection from the goblins. So it would make sense to me that there would be armed skeletons rather than just subservient skeletons, like pushing things around in circles or what have you.
Go ahead and roll that. Go ahead and roll that religion and see if that jibes with what you know of skeleton lore.
About that.
Beautiful double nat 20.
Nice.
Yep. So it definitely yeah, something definitely doesn't seem it doesn't seem like straight up out of the realm of possibility. Like, yeah, skeletons can absolutely use weapons, like 100%. They've been used as soldiers plenty of times throughout history. It does seem a little weird that these particular skeletons right here would have bows and be preparing to use them and apparently be forming up to defend this place. Like, that seems a little off to you. Like, these, from what Gerald described, these skeletons were just like groundskeepers and just helped him with upkeep in the place. He didn't say anything about them being used as soldiers, and they seem, from what you know, directly after going feral, they would be. It seems weird that they seem to be acting organized as a group to defend this place and not just kind of wandering around and causing mayhem.
I'll relay that and kind of voice my concern, not because I'm concerned about the skeleton's well-being. If they're drones, they're drones. However, I am concerned about our patron.
Well, what does this change for us and the ship, really? Nothing much. We still need to get the lighthouse lit so that the ship doesn't wreck.
And the lighthouse is kaput right now. There is no light.
Interesting that you should mention that. The light is on, and Gerald also mentioned that don't touch the apparatus. That would cause it to alternate red and white. It is alternating red and white. It is spinning, and it's the little lighthouse beam. One rotation will be red tinted, the other rotation is white.
So, seems the fishy about this Gerald.
I am concerned about the master. Yeah, God, I'm slipping into your voice, Dan. I'm concerned about the master. If we should absolutely, as you pointed out, make it safe for our ship to land. But if it's got the lights going, this seems more like a warning signal or some kind of distress signal. I think we've been bamboozled, and I almost think we should try to talk first.
I believe we have been tricked, we have been backstabbed, and we have been quite possibly bamboozled.
If no one's opposed,
What kind of a knowledge check would I need to roll to see if that information about the red versus the red and white kind of checks out? What would I roll for that?
Let's see.
Would
Just,
that be history?
yeah, history or just a straight intelligence check.
I've got history. If you want to do that, it's up to you.
And yeah, I'll see. I'll do. And
Ooh.
hey,
Okay, yeah, Gerald was telling the truth. What the lighthouse is doing right now is the "this is a safe harbor, come this way" signal. He was telling, yeah.
okay. Well, all right. And then how certain are we about the jagged rocks?
Pretty certain, considering that your boat dashed itself to pieces on it.
Okay.
Yeah, those. I mean,
Well,
it's still light out. You can see the jagged rocks. They are right there. If a ship comes towards this lighthouse in the storm, thinking that they're safe, they are going to be the opposite of safe.
well, we do have to stop it from sending the wrong signal there. But if we can get through this with talking, then I am all for talking. How do you think we should approach them?
Well, I can go on out and I can just approach them as a manager. If they don't have one, then perhaps I can convince them.
All right.
Doubting himself as he's saying it.
Hello, or we could try the hello, friends. We are traveling lighthouse inspectors.
I bet they don't even have dental though. So
They likely do not even have the dental.
all right. Going. Are we going to try diplomacy first? You know what? Glenn,
Yes?
why don't you hide? If things go wrong, give us cover, and we will regroup and try again. Or, if all else fails, he pulls out his rake. Bigger stick diplomacy.
Mm.
All right.
Yes,
So,
negotiate.
Here, what kind of cover would that give me?
You would definitely need a stealth check to try to cross to that tree, because they've got line of sight through there.
Are these
Okay.
rocks or trees or what are these?
Trees, yeah, these things,
Okay.
yeah, they're trees.
So I'm thinking hug close to that tree and then kind of skip over the path to get to there.
Can she cut through this way and then this way and then this way?
Yeah, any way you do it, you're gonna need a stealth check.
Yeah, I'm just
Stealth check. Oh.
Oh. Hold up. Tree and no, because we wanted to send her first to let her prepare.
All right. Well, believe it or not, skeletons have really bad passive perception, so go ahead and place yourself where you want to be. As far as you can tell, they have not seen you.
All right. What I do is I try to look as unassuming as possible. I adjust my clothing to look as farm handy as necessary. I will pull out my rake though, shoulder it, to at least look like I'm ready to work or at least be middle management type. Basically, as non-threatening as possible. Carote, or is it Carote or Carote?
Kurote.
Carote, I mean, you can just wizard, so like you don't need to draw any weapons, do you?
Nope.
All right. I could go first, or do you want to try to stealth and assume a position as well? At the very least, I could be the only one out in the open.
Whichever way you believe is best, I can walk behind. I can try to take up a position. What best idea?
Um,
I am rather charismatic. I can do some speaking if need be.
we both have silly voices. That works, sure. You want to go with me then?
Sounds good.
All right. I will walk out kind of brazenly, wave.
All right, are you walking with him, Kurote? Yep. All right, roll initiative. They attack on sight.
Damn it!
What's your AC there? 3?
Actually, 13, I think. Oh, actually, I have leather armor. What does leather armor add?
It's 11 plus dex.
11 plus. Okay, so it is 13. All right, cool.
Okay, yeah, you take a short bow arrow from the one of them whizzes out of a window in the tower, in the lighthouse tower, and cracks one of your ribs. You take, let's see, what does it not do? That's weird.
It'd take my breath away if I took any. What is it? D8 plus.
It does 7 damage.
Woo! Okay.
All right, it is now your turn.
Subtract 7. Well, it's my stupid plan, so I'm going to go ahead and take responsibility. I charge, making as much ruckus as I can. What are these towers made of? Are they, like, really solid and sturdy? Or are they kind of, like, held to, like... Are they ready for, like, military engagement? Or are they kind of, like, shambled together?
They're wooden. They are solid. Like, they were not put together in a hurry. They are, like, structures. But...
Okay.
But yeah, just and they're not like huge. They're like 5 feet up, and there are
okay.
Yeah.
So they're more like slight elevations.
Yeah.
All right, I'm going to charge forward and attempt to hit this one, like out of his little perch.
All right. Yeah, go ahead and roll to hit then.
All right, that is with my glaive.
Yeah, he does have elevation on you, so you are going to take disadvantage, but you still hit.
Fantastic.
Guys. Hold on.
And I did 12, evidently.
Okay. All right. Yeah, you are able to just whack off a couple of his ribs, like you take a big bony chunk out of him. He's still moving around, but he's not feeling good.
All right. I'll put on a little bit of bone fetty. Put on a little and shout a challenge to them. Oi! Come down and fight me like men, or skeleton men. That didn't work.
All right.
All right.
The next skeleton, this one's gonna take aim with his short bow. Ooh.
Oh no.
Let's see here.
Oh no. Who'd he be taking aim at?
He's taking aim at 3. He's aiming at the most pressing threat. 3, you're gonna. Mm-hmm. He cracks one of your ribs right off. 4 damage. All right, it's Glinwyn's turn.
Alright, so Go ahead and fire my longbow at that guy.
All right. That'll hit. Go ahead and roll for damage. All right. Would you care to describe how you dispatch this skeleton?
I fire an arrow through one of his eye sockets and take his skull off, and it flies past and clatters on the ground behind him. Boom! Headshot.
Alright, he gets removed from initiative order. Kurote.
Oh, I've been doing things. So, that Skilly Bro is dead, so I will... Okay, I'll be taking aim, and I have yet to connect with fire, but I am going to try to throw fire at this bro over here. And guide my shot. Yes!
Whoa.
24.
Ooh, nice.
Alright, that's a hit. Go ahead and roll for damage.
Let me see. I swear if I get one... Oh, no, not one, two.
Hold on. All right, you hit him right between the eyes, and you can see he's definitely singed when the firebolt dissipates.
I'm just going full out on it. Yes! Take that! Yeah, that is my turn.
All right, it's the one up in the tower. It's his turn again, and he's gonna go after once again the most pressing threat with his short bow.
Yep.
Oh, but his shot goes wide. All right, and 3, it's your turn.
Okay. Since this is a polearm, I technically have reach. Is that correct?
That's correct, yeah.
All right. I'm going to strike this one once from here.
All right.
Okay. Here we go. Oof.
Yep, that, unfortunately, with the awkward angle with him up at an elevation, you just whiz right through 2 of his ribs.
All right.
And he's not happy about that. He's gonna hop on down and try and whip out his short sword and try and get at you with it on his way down. He brings his short sword crashing down on your shoulder, and you are that does 5 damage.
Okay, I'm going to activate Pile of Bones, or Bone Pile. Instead of being killed, I am instead a pile of bones. And I have 1 hit point.
Alright, that's his turn. Now it's Glinwyn.
I have line of sight to that guy. And he gets an arrow to the face.
Or
no,
not.
he doesn't.
Or not.
I am so distraught at seeing my skeleton companion drop and become a pile of bones that it startles me.
I am slightly
I'm
distraught
shocked
at that 20.
Alright, Kurote, that's up to you.
I think it's time to... Yeah, I think it's time to use spell. I can use spell now. Instead of just you, I got 2 spells I can use. I will use on this guy here that just took out our companion. Magic missile. But that is just 1 bolt. There are 3 bolts.
All right, keep it coming.
So is he still living?
Let's see here. What did I do for him? Okay, so yep, the first bolt impacts. It knocks off one of his ribs, but he's still moving.
Bolt 2?
That knocks off his left arm, but he's still waving his short sword around with his
And
remaining
last
arm.
bolt.
That crashes through his skull, leaving like a cartoon magic missile-shaped hole in between it. For a second, it looks like he's still waving his sword around, about to bring it down on Three's pile of bones, but at the last second, he collapses.
I did it. I did something. And that is my turn.
All right, there's the one skeleton left. And he's going to... He's not liking all the magic that just came out of Karot. He's going to take aim with his short bow. But it goes wild. You're not sure if skeletons can feel fear, but he doesn't seem to be aiming too well. And it's Three's turn.
3 is going to tactfully remain a pile of bones at this moment.
Okay. Glenwyn's turn.
Alright, so I can do what all's in my way there. Anything? Do I have...
Yeah, no, you've got clear line of sight. He is elevated up in the tower, so yeah, you can see the window. This thing will not block it.
Alright. I'm gonna go ahead and throw a hunter's mark on him.
Alright.
So he is marked. Then arrow to the face.
Achilles. Quick, play dead.
Let's see, does Hunter's Mark give you anything to hit or just damage?
Just damage, and if he tries to run away, I can find him anywhere for up to an hour.
All right. So
But
yep,
that is a concentration one.
gotcha. All right. Yeah, that's a narrow miss, but your arrow sticks quivering in the windowsill.
Okay.
Karote's turn.
Just window. Let me see if I have line of sight.
Yeah, you're good.
I'm not wasting another magic missile. Now I am trying to throw more fire at this bro's at this bro's face.
All right.
And Hebuski. 23.
That'll hit.
Wow.
Okay, let's see damage. 6 fire damage.
Pow!
He is not liking that. In fact, the short bow in his hand ignites.
Oh my.
Yeah, he looks at it, pulls back the string, and the burning string snaps. And so he comes.
Okay, you had me worried there for a moment. I thought he was about to shoot flaming arrow.
Nope, he comes charging
Good
out.
job, you made him deadlier!
Yep. He comes charging out the front door of the lighthouse, down the stairs, and he's coming barreling towards you. And back to 3.
I'm going to hold my action until it's his turn again. Then I'm just gonna jump him. But can I prep my bones in such a way that I can like get ready to pound. You know what? No. I'm gonna make a stealth check, and with the stealth check, it is going to basically be, since I'm behind this platform, I'm out of his line of sight in my brain, and I'm going to get ready to pounce when he moves into a position that he's not ready for me.
Okay, so coming out of your pile of bones form is an action, so I'll let you take a stealth check to take that action without him realizing what you've done, without him realizing that you are still a combatant.
God damn it.
All right, yeah, you're not sure. There are slats in this guardhouse. You're really not sure if he saw you or not. Glinwyn's turn.
Right. Do I have...
Yeah, you're good.
I'm good?
Yep.
Okay. So, once again, no!
Nope, your arrow sticks in the guard tower. Kurote's turn.
Oh no, can I seal the deal? Okay, this bro once more. I think I have the line set. Yes, I do have a line set. I'm going to throw more fire towards his face hole. And have Uski, 16.
That'll hit. Roll for damage.
And here we go burning. 6 fire again.
Nice.
Would you like to describe how this fireball takes care of this skelly man?
I imagine the firebolt hits its center mass. It starts burning before engulfing into flame because it's dry bones.
He crumples down into a pile of bony ashes. Combat has ended.
Them bones, them dry bones.
3 snaps to attention. Oi! Well done, lad.
I be the thanking you. Is this the fire inside?
The what?
I have the fire inside, and I know how to use.
3 gives like a polite golf clap, just like, well done. Is there any way for 3 to heal himself? I know most standard healing stuff does not do that.
You've still got some. So if you want to take an hour to take a short rest, you could use hit dice.
Or alternatively, that's up to you guys if you want to wait an hour, but I'm willing to bet we caused a bit of a ruckus.
I'm fine with an hour if you think it's safe, because then I can recover some magics.
Yeah.
Well,
I
that's
think
the
we
thing.
should probably
I'm not
rest
certain if
and
it is safe.
reassess before we go in.
That is the thing. I'm not sure if it is actually safe. That's your voice. Fighter does have second wind. Otherwise, but it's up to you guys. He deferred.
I'm fine doing either, because I've got arcane recovery as wizard, so it would let me gain back that first level spell slot I used. But if I still have one, so I still have a spell and plenty of cantrips, so I don't absolutely need it if we're at time is in a hurry.
How about stealth to find a good place to hide first, and then we attempt the short rest?
All right, go ahead and roll stealth.
Ooh. Who's got the best stealth?
I only have +2.
Are we not all rolling?
Yeah, that'll do it. Yeah, go ahead and you take your short rest uninterrupted. So yeah, you can roll a d10. 3 and heal that many hit points.
D10 plus 3, or is that how it works?
No, just D10.
I will drink a pint of milk.
There. Get yourself that calcium for the strong bones.
Can you like pick unbroken ribs off the skeletons that we just block out Plato style?
Piecemeal together, like better stuff. Within that
You're
rep,
like a literal bone marrow transplant right there.
Wait. Now that's what I call a body shop.
Hey.
within that amount of time, did we see any activity from the tower?
No, you have not. The tower's... It's still... That light's still spinning, and you've got maybe an hour of daylight left. And the storm is coming in fast.
It just occurred to me, second wind can be used again after a short rest. Can I stack second wind and the short rest, or is that a no-no?
Yeah, it's okay. Yeah, that's right. It recharges on a short rest, huh? So yeah, you can go ahead and roll second wind too.
All right, one is 1d10 plus 1. So that's 9. So 4 more. Or 5 more. Cool. I drank 2 pints of milk. Oi, lads. Are we ready to go?
Yeah.
I am ready.
Within that time, there was no activity from the tower. That's
Nope.
right. That's right.
Yeah.
Okay. Checking the stuff on the dead skellies.
Just mismatched scraps of armor, short bows except for the one where his short bow burned up, and short swords. Yeah, nothing else, no equipment, bunch of nothing.
Now you scavenge any arrows off them.
Yes, you have replenished exactly as many as you used in the fight, as it turns out.
Okay. Is there an obvious entrance that we can use, or?
Yeah, top of these stairs will get you to the inside of the lighthouse. Like there's a door.
All right, laddies. I suppose this is same plan as last time. I'll go up front. If I die, then no harm, no foul.
All right.
It's not like I have experience.
Yours follow.
All right, we enter the tower.
I'll go in second.
Whoops.
All right, it's just a straight shot up the tower. Oh, crud. didn't
As
I-
we're going up the stairs, I'll have an arrow knocked.
I'll have my maul drawn, since that seems to be a better weapon against skellies.
And I will have my hands ready.
All right, you see on the far side of the room, so you can see, just as Gerald described it, big bonfire, circular apparatus with mirrors and lenses and such that's spinning, causing the light to have its alternating quality. And on the far side of the room, you see like this gaunt, naked zombie thing.
Three sighs, switches weapons to the glaive again.
Still, you might say I'm not uncivilized.
The
Oh, go ahead.
it lurches towards you, and you hear it say, "Let them grow."
Did either of you catch that?
Did anybody catch that?
It continues to lurch towards you. Let them grow. We bring the shade.
we bring the ship?
We bring the ship here.
We bring the ship here?
Well, the ship can't come here. If the ship comes here, it's gonna wreck.
We go on the ship.
Oh, they want to go on the ship, but they don't understand because they has no brains. They ship hit rocks, ship sink, then no ship.
Why?
We must go. He's getting increasingly agitated, and he's lurching closer and closer towards you.
Go where, friend?
Let us go. He just keeps repeating it and moves. He is moving threateningly towards you.
Can I step in front of Skelly Man and do something?
Go for it.
By all means.
Who's ready for combat? Because I walk in front, I hold out my hand as if I'm going to say stop, and then flames shoot out.
All right, everybody roll initiative.
Okay.
All right, Glenwyn actually gets the first move.
Alright, I'm actually gonna come over here and be like... Oh, over here. And turn. Okay, whichever. And... arrow to the face! Face full of arrows.
All right, that'll hit.
Okay. It will hit for damage.
All right. The arrow thwunks into his side with a meaty thwunk, but he still keeps moving. Okay, now we can resolve Kurote's burning hands.
He has to make dexterity save of 13.
Alright, he misses, so I'm guessing that's full damage, which was 8.
Yes, it's full damage.
Alright, he's not happy about that. He squeals in pain. But now you've got a burning ghoul coming towards you.
Oh my.
And he slashes at you with his claws. What's your AC, Kurote?
My AC is variable. It is 12, but I can also buff it with shield if needed to get as high as 17.
Alright. Well, his claws scratch against your armor, but they don't hit skin.
Okay, so did I need to use that just as no idea?
Yeah.
Or did he just roll bad?
Yeah, he didn't make your AC, so you're good.
Okay. I just didn't know if that meant I used shield or not. His shield is spell, immediate interrupt.
Yeah, it's a reaction. Nah, you're good.
Okay.
Yep. 3. You're up.
A 5-foot step strikes at him. Don't think I'm going to pull aggro off of him because he opened with big old ball of fire. Nat 20 though.
Oh, that's a crit.
Woo! Okay, how does crit work in this game?
Just click Clave, it'll give you it'll roll the damage automatically.
Yep. So, 9 plus 7 slashing, so 16.
Nice.
With the nat 1 on the back end.
Yeah, jeez. Okay, would you care to describe how you take this fool out?
With a disappointing rage, he takes a step and does a centrifugal twirl, and then an immediate Z slash downwards, cleaving it from shoulder to hip. And as it's in the air, catch it on an upswing, severing it into 3 pieces.
The 3 pieces of mutilated flesh fall to the ground. But a spooky specter arises from them. Let's go!
Ben's like, teach you to what crit my boss.
The specter is going to attack the one that killed it.
Okay.
All right. It reaches out its hand, and you can feel it trying to suck your life force from you. Ooh.
Not that I have much. Actually, how does that work? The unlife from me.
Yeah. It.
Ooh.
Yep.
Oh. Oh.
Yeah, you can.
Oh, God.
You're still standing, but you can feel it drawing the life from you. Roll a Constitution save.
Ooh. If there was any breath in his lungs, which he doesn't have any, this would be gone.
Okay, you're okay. Well, you're not okay. But the add-on,
Right. Oh,
the add-on effect does not take effect. Glyn's turn.
Alright, I'm gonna move over here. Is this apparatus moving? Is that gonna hit me if I'm there?
We'll say you're good, just because I didn't set this thing up to be able to move, and that's too complicated. So yeah, you're fine.
Yeah, and the guy kind of walked through on the other side. He just kind of shambled through on the other side without it taking him.
Yeah, it's
Wow.
moving, but it's moving slowly. You can duck under it as it passes without too much effort.
Alright. And then am I in danger of hitting Kurote?
No.
Okay. Boot to the face! Arrow to the face!
oh,
Especially not with a crit.
Ah!
nice.
Bam!
So yeah, your arrow passes through it, but not without effect. It almost seems like it slows down as it's passing through it, and it shows signs of pain. You can tell you definitely had an effect on it.
Okay.
All right, Kurote's turn.
Okay. I'm going to step slightly up so I do not hit our Skelly Man. And hold out my hand once more. When I tell you to burn, you'll need to stay burned. And I will do the same thing again with burning with my last spell slot for burning hands. In dexterity save of 13 required or half damage.
Okay. Dex save. Oh wait. All right, so he is going to take half. So yeah, once again, you can see that you're having an effect. You're chipping away at him. His ghostly form is like wavering with the heat and becoming more insubstantial.
And that is my turn.
All right, 3.
I'm going to try to suss out what he wants, because specters are all like after something? Can I do a religion roll to like figure out what his weakness is or something at least?
Sure. Yeah, do a religion roll to see if you can recall anything.
Oof.
Spooky ghost.
Spooky ghost is spooky. Realizing that the life is getting sucked out of me, I will swing again with my glaive, trying to save what little left of my unlife I have.
All right, that's a hit. Roll for damage. You can feel as you swing it through his incorporeal body, you can feel the resistance as it hits it. It's almost like you're swinging it through water, and there's almost like a high squeal.
Gotcha. Oh, bonus action, second wind. Good point. Thank you, Frozen Shepherd.
Yep.
I keep forgetting that's a thing. All right, let's see. Okay, I got 7 back. Nope, that's fine, Frozen Shepherd. You're good. Backseat gaming. There is absolutely no problem.
It's
here.
the test.
Yep.
The test one.
Also, if players don't
It's
want
the
you,
season 0 stream.
yep. Also, if players don't want you backseating, they're always free to not look at chat. So I think we're okay. All right. The Spectre's going to, the Spectre's not happy about this fire coming out of Friendo here. So he's gonna reach out a hand.
Oh no. It is not good. I have 12 AC.
Yep. You can feel it sucking your life force out. Let's see here. Slash roll.
Oh.
For 8 necrotic damage.
I am down.
Ooh.
I had max of 7. I am down.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Oh, sorry. Is there any kind of reaction to like interfere with that? Because
Yeah, not so much.
oof.
And I used my spells so I can't shield.
Gotcha.
I'm just unconscious.
Yep. Well, and you'll have to start taking death saves next turn
Yep.
if you don't stabilize.
Yep.
All right, but in the meantime, it's Glinwyn's turn.
All right. So can I duck under this wheel and light an arrow on fire to aim at him for extra damage?
I'm gonna call that a called shot, so you can try, but you'd have to roll with disadvantage. But I'll give you extra damage if you hit. How's that sound?
All right. And I think before that, I'm going to throw a hunter's mark on him too.
All right.
So, hunter's mark, and we roll. Ugh.
Yeah, your
That goes
aim is thrown off, shooting through the flames, and it goes wide.
All right.
All right, Kurote. Roll a death save.
Roll them bones.
Yep, which I
Okay. Oh yeah, I can just click death saves. Nope.
Oh,
Mm.
that's bad.
All right. Can I tell if the Spectre is trying to finish him off, or is he fighting us?
No way to know until he takes his next turn.
Can I tackle him into the fire?
You can damn well try. Roll athletics.
Okay.
Wonder how. Where'd he go? Alright, I'll roll to contest. Let's see. Alright, you tackle him and shove him into the fire. I'm gonna say, since he is pushed right into the fire, I'm just gonna give him some straight damage. I'm gonna let you have, I'm gonna say a con save to avoid taking damage shoving him in there.
It's fine if I do. I wanted him off my buddy. Oh, dang.
Nice.
Okay, yeah, with your mighty skeleton strength, you just ignore the heat of the flames and press him in there. And he is screaming. And you've got him grappled in the flames, so he's going to attempt to escape your grapple. Roll another athletics check to try to keep him in there. Whew. Yeah, nothing doing. You're not even sure. It doesn't seem possible because he is. It's like trying to hold on to water, but you are somehow managing to keep him pushed down in there. All right, Glyn, it's your turn.
Okay. I don't know that we actually established who took possession, but who has the muffin berry?
You do.
I do?
Yep.
Yeah,
Okay.
three gave it to you.
Okay. And would that give Kurote help with the death saves?
I'm gonna say yes.
If I just go and like shove it in.
For this.
Yes? Okay.
Yeah.
Oh. So I'm gonna run here. I'm gonna stick the muffin berry in Kurote's mouth.
Stroke his throat and like trying to make a dog swallow a pill.
Gonna wrap it in a bit of cheese first.
Muffin berry.
All right, Kurote, roll your next death save with advantage.
Okay, so that just click it twice then because there's a death save button.
Yeah. Nice.
Okay, that's one success,
Yep,
one
nice.
failure.
That's nice.
All right, 3, it's your turn.
Is this thing like? Does it seem weaker? Does it seem to be getting angrier and stronger? Is anything happening around me, or is this just working?
It seems to be working. He is struggling against you, trying to get out of your grasp, and you are holding him down into the flames.
All right. Second verse, same as the first. Athletics.
All right.
Did they wash the berries?
All right. Yep. All right. Yep. He is unable to escape your grasp. I'm gonna go ahead and roll damage for him again, and roll a con save to try to avoid taking fire damage yourself.
Oh, yep. Okay. Con. How is that that high? Oh, fighter. Right.
Yep.
I was like, how is it so goddamn high? I've got good con, but I'm wondering, like, where's that +2 coming from? Right.
Yeah. Like like Gregor Clegane with his brother Sandor, you grab him by the back of the head, shove his face down into the fire, and with a loud crack and a pop, it dissipates under your hands. You snatch your hand back before getting burned yourself. You have won. You have defeated this spooky specter.
Spooky.